One document leaked, and a giant panicked. It wasn't a product launch, it wasn't an iPhone killer, it was a confession. We are standing on a burning platform, and in that moment, the empire started collapsing, not because the words were wrong, but because the timing was fatal. Because Nokia didn't just change direction, it announced it before it had a safe landing, and that single decision crushed a giant. Tonight, you'll see the domino chain, the power games, the fear inside the machine, and the hidden lever nobody talks about, the lever that turns a pivot into a death spiral. Before the fall, Nokia was the phone, not a brand, a global default. In airports, taxis, schools, war zones, Nokia wasn't selling devices, it was selling certainty. Carriers trusted Nokia, retailers trusted Nokia, families trusted Nokia, because Nokia mastered the boring stuff. Supply chain, battery life, durability, and one more thing, scale. When Nokia moved, the market moved. But then, the phone stopped being a phone. It became a computer that lived in your pocket, and computers don't forgive legacy. Nokia's rise wasn't luck, it was systems. Nokia ran on Symbian. Symbian was efficient, fast, familiar, and Nokia built an empire on it. But Symbian had a secret weakness. It was built for buttons, not touch. And when the world moved to touch, Nokia moved like a ship in ice. Inside Nokia, teams were fighting. Hardware versus software, old guard versus new guard, speed versus perfection. And while Nokia debated, Apple shipped, Google shipped. Developers followed momentum, because ecosystems don't wait. Still, Nokia had a weapon, distribution power, operator relationships, global reach where credit cards were rare. Nokia could put a device in any hand, in any country, at any price. So Nokia assumed one thing: if we move slower, the world will wait. But the smartphone era wasn't about waiting. It was about obsession. Apps, touch, camera, identity. And Nokia's experience felt engineered, not desired. That's the shift Nokia underestimated. Not hardware, human behavior. Then, Nokia hired a new CEO, Stephen Elop. He saw the chaos, he saw the threat, and he decided Nokia needed shock therapy. So he wrote the memo, the burning platform. The message was simple: we must jump or die. But here's the problem. When you tell the world your current product is dying, people stop buying it, carriers stop promoting it, developers stop building for it, and your competitors don't need to attack, they just wait. Nokia's next move made it worse. Nokia announced a strategic partnership with Microsoft. Windows Phone would be the future, Symbian would be phased out, MeeGo would be sidelined. This was the decision, the one decision that crushed a giant, because Nokia didn't just switch platforms. It switched identity, from ecosystem owner to ecosystem renter. The market reacted instantly, not with applause, with hesitation, because Nokia created a gap, a dangerous time window, where Symbian was dead, and Tinder barm. But Windows phones weren't ready at scale, so Nokia entered a sales winter, and winter kills momentum. Retail staff stopped pushing Nokia. Why sell the old Nokia when the CEO himself called it burning? Carriers didn't want confusion. They wanted sure winners. Apple was sure. Android was multiplying. Windows Phone was a bet. And Nokia had just pushed all in. Now the first Lumia arrives. It's beautiful. The camera is strong. The build feels premium. But the ecosystem is thin. The app gap becomes a joke. And jokes kill prestige. Nokia didn't lose because Lumia was terrible. Nokia lost because timing was ruthless. Because while Nokia rebuilt, Apple improved. Android improved faster, and the world moved on. Inside Nokia, pressure became politics. Every delay became blame, every meeting became survival, and the culture tightened. Here's the hidden lever nobody says out loud. The pivot wasn't the killer, the announcement timing was. Nokia triggered a demand crash on itself. By telling customers to stop buying Nokia months before a true replacement existed. That's not competition. That's self-inflicted scarcity. And scarcity without desire is death. Developers felt betrayed. Carriers felt uncertain. Employees felt whiplash. Trust broke, and trust is an ecosystem currency. Once spent, it doesn't come back quickly. Then came the final twist. Nokia, the king of phones, sold its phone business. Microsoft announced the acquisition years later, and eventually the deal closed. Nokia, the device empire, became history. The brand survived, but the throne was gone. So what actually killed Nokia? Not a lack of engineers, not a lack of money, not even a lack of vision. It was leverage misread. Nokia thought the battlefield was devices, but the battlefield became ecosystems. Nokia thought it owned distribution forever, but platforms rewired distribution through software. And Nokia thought a bold pivot would reset the game. But pivots have rules. Rule 1, never kill the present before the future ships. Rule 2, ecosystems reward patience and punish gaps. Rule 3, culture is strategy's engine. If the engine is political, speed becomes impossible. Now look at today. Every giant faces the same trap. AI shifts, platform shifts, consumer behavior shifts. And the question isn't, are you big? It's, can you move without breaking trust? Because markets don't just punish mistakes, they punish uncertainty. Nokia didn't lose a race, it lost the calendar, it lost developer belief, it lost carrier confidence, and it lost customers the moment it told them to wait. So here's the real question. If you were CEO, would you have jumped too? Or would you have built the bridge before announcing the fire? Drop your answer below. And if you want more cases like this, subscribe, because the next empire is already cracking.